So here we are live, waiting for people to kind of kick up here and take a look at things. Go over here to my channel and make sure I have that up as well. Paste. Flip. So, videos. We'll see how this is going here. I don't see anybody up on the stream here just yet, which is fine. Hey, Zach, how you doing? All right, so getting things going here. Gemma, sent you the link already, hon. So let's see here. All right, so hey, Jenna, how you doing? And Zach again. So I got both Zachs in here. H7, how you doing? I am going to be talking about a few things tonight. I did post this as a we need to talk kind of thing. There's Gemma. How you doing, honey?
Hey.
All right. Yeah, been a while. Been working, trying to, and there's a lot of things that need to be discussed. There's a couple topics that Gemma and I have kind of talked about that I need to discuss. She's kind of like my secretary right now and kind of helping on the part of trying to get me on point. I'm not in the greatest of shape on a few things. That's what I need to talk about tonight, so that way we get it kind of put out there, so that you guys understand how I'm doing, what's going on, and that my health has been affected as part of it. So I'm kind of waiting for more people to jump in here. Yeah, it's okay, Ed7. Don't worry about that. You do what you got to do, man. It's just how it is. And I've been doing stuff for websites. I'm actually having to reach out and do some private stuff now because the guy I'm working with, I don't know if this is going to work out. I'm trying to do my best to keep this going, but it's what it is. So I got my hat on here, but I do have the ability to be silly tonight. I can throw on the barriers and all that just fine. I assure you I do. Makes my eyes look really, really pretty. My wife she's off back there. So, hey, Herman, how you doing, buddy? So yeah, there's Nike's business day. I think she said she was going to the.
Hey, Herman.
Hey, that's awesome, Jenna. That's just fine. That's not a problem. No big deal. Hey, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead and lurk. No worries. I'm just going to basically talk, and it's a big thing that right now I've got. I got to think a couple things I need to discuss that's important here because it affects my health, and I need people to understand what's going on with me because I am very open about how things are with me. I really do feel kind of compelled to talk about it, and it doesn't mean I'm dying or anything like that. Even though my ex-wife would probably like me to drop dead, much to her displeasure. I have a problem with my blood pressure. And it's because of the meds I take.
Yep.
So, hey, Judy. And the blood pressure that I'm having now, I have this nice little cuff. It's a cuff I can wrap around my wrist, and it actually has a pump in here. The whole thing inflates and everything like that. But to give you an idea of how bad the worst one has been, it's not like I can even make this up if I tried.
Nope.
I've been watching it very carefully. But I'm going to show the worst one that I've actually got here. This is my worst one. This is kind of scary.
Whoa. Yep.
And if you notice, that was just on July 15th. 148 over 106, and my pulse rate was 85. I'm avoiding a lot of things, actually. And that's a great question, H7. I am avoiding a lot of things. I drank a lot of water, and the problem is it's because of the medication I'm taking. And to tell you what it's like when I'm off of this medication, hold that thought, I can get down to this when I'm not on my meds. Oops, there we go. Look at that.
It's a big
150 over
difference.
82. That's a major difference.
Yep.
This is what my medication does to me. When I'm off of it, I'm like this. When I'm on it, I'm at 140-ish, almost 100 on the bottom.
Yep.
So I have to take things a little bit more seriously. Like, I haven't tested right now, but if I test, I have to be quiet until it's done. So I'll wait till a little bit later here. Thank you. I actually am getting into a doctor here soon. I have to wait this week. Appointments, it's the way it is. But I said that it was only for one day, but I'm averaging into the medium 130s. So he said, okay, let's come in, get you come in and have you looked at and see what's going on. We'll get her taken care of. So right now I'm checking my pulse rate, which is actually a quick test. And because I practice meditation, the top number is my pulse rate, and the bottom number is how much oxygen is in my blood. The saturation percentage, I should say. So I'm about 80, which isn't too bad. I can actually get that to go down. Yeah, I'm raising my arm, so of course it's doing whatever right now, but still. When I actually have it down and I sit on the desk and I just relax, I can get it down to about 71, 72. I appreciate that. Yeah, the stress is there. But the medication, what this is doing, and I'm trying to explain to people why I need to do this, and I have to go talk about my blood pressure with my doctor, is this is removing the uric acid in my system. It's produced naturally by the body, but I have it producing too much of it, and my kidneys aren't able to get rid of it fast enough. So this medication I take gets rid of it. But as it's doing this, it's causing me to have more problems with it being released into my bloodstream, so the body treats it like it's a poison because there's so much uric acid. In fact, I'm going to explain what hyperuricemia is here in a minute, which is a byproduct of that. Okay. So because it's treating it like a poison, I can't necessarily calm down and make any difference or stop drinking caffeine and make a difference. I have to drink lots of water, and I have to watch my diet. Yeah, it's all it is it's the right dosage, I think, is the thing. So we'll see what happens. But what happens when this stuff does, it helps liquefy and remove any other uric acid that's in my system to be produced. It stops the production of it. So what's in my system that's already there liquefies from the crystal that it is, because that's what actually happens with gout. You have so much uric acid in your system, it becomes a crystal, and then it collects in your joints and causes deterioration. My ankles have gotten worse, even though I have a disability that already had some bad problems with deterioration from my ankles from the Army, from bad injuries. I now have further deterioration because of that. What's happening is it's liquefying those crystals that are on the bones in the joints, and it's causing me to have high blood pressure because my body's not producing it. So, hey, there's plenty of room for it to expand out and liquefy because there's no longer a concentration of it, and now it can pass through the urine. So it's kind of a catch-22. It's doing the job, but it is causing me to have to be very careful. So, and hyperuricemia is where you have so much uric acid in your system, you have problems with high blood pressure, you're more prone to heart attack, stroke, there's problems with your kidneys that can come up where you can also get stones, and because of the fact that if it builds up crystals so much, you get what's called tophi. Tophi, as weird as that sounds, are lumps that actually show up on people's body that is, they look like you've got blisters or something like that, but they can be really gross. I'm going to see if I can pull up a picture here real quick about it. Tophi. Actually, no, just go images.google. So I wanted to talk about this tonight because I need everybody to understand what it is that I am struggling with in this realm of my medical issues. Now, if you're kind of grossed out by this, don't be. It's just these are the crystals that form, and how it works is what it is. I'll do a quick medical picture up here first, so that way you guys aren't completely whatever about it. But let me get a share here on this one. So we will share screen, and we will go with select a window. I believe it is 3 or 2. 2? 3. 3. I think it's 3. Let's try this. That's it. Nope, not that one. Hold on. My bad. My bad. To allow. There we go. These are tofi. This is what tofi is. So the crystals collect in the joint to such a point that it causes an extension out. And people have these all over their hands and feet. And it can collect. This is extreme amounts of uric acid forming as crystals.
Oh.
Even these little ones like this. These are bigger ones. So my joints have had some of this kind of stuff forming. And so when they cut it out, they come out as crystals. And they are horrible to have to deal with. So now that you've seen that, you know what it is. It's just a matter of it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that part. I have to take my medicine. It's going to liquefy this stuff and get it out of my system. But because of that, my blood pressure is going to climb occasionally because of the medication. I can't help that. What I'm going to talk about with regard to this is because of this, I have to start monitoring how I do things differently within my channel.
Yep.
Gemma's here because of the fact that she's actually helping me keep kind of calm, because I feel there are some issues that are going on, and I'm talking to her because we're kind of working together with this, with her autism, keeping her kind of cool and things. She hasn't handled things, but she's providing a perfect distraction for the moment for me.
Yeah.
Not to say that other people, like I love all of you out in the chat very much, very dearly, very, very dearly. I love all of you very, very much. I'm discussing this personally so that way you can see what happens, because should somebody come into the channel that has a problem, I'm still Sean4Help. I'm going to bend over backwards, talk to them, whoever it is, and make sure it's all good. No matter what it is, if you have an issue, something's coming up, you know, somebody's hurting, they need to talk, I'm having some thoughts, I'm not sure what to do here, well, let's talk about it, get you lifted up, and get you out of here. Because my stance is, you're not a victim, I'm going to make you a victor. I want you to lift you up and get you out of this mess. We're going to get you into a positive light. We're going to make you feel better about things. We're going to do what we can. But, and I'm stressing this, I have no problems with trolls. Let me say that real quick. Trolls are different from what I'm about to say. But if there is somebody who comes into my channel and says that they are going to self-harm and will not take our advice and will not, because I know people in the chat will jump on this and say, hey, we're behind you. You're going to be okay. Can we talk? Is it, you know, and be very sincerely real about this and loving and caring. But if this person wants to sit there and say things like they're going to go do something and we can't stop them, this is where I have a serious problem. I cannot handle things like that too much to that degree because of my blood pressure. It's not because of the fact that I don't want to deal with it. My thing is, where do you live? Because I will be the first one to call the police or whomever I have to help you, because I don't want you to hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Because there are people who are going to watch this afterwards. I know they're going to catch this. I want them to hear this, because if they're the type of person that wants to start drama like that, I hate to tell you, criminal charges can be brought up for a fake thing if you're just doing it for attention. If you need attention, ask me, hey, can you pay attention to me? I just need a little attention, and I'll try to catch it in the chat. Like I'm trying to watch the chat as much as I can now. But I want it to be very sincerely said that if you need attention, dear God, ask, what's going on? Why are you having a difficult time? What's going on? Why are you hurting? What's happening? Well, I just don't feel loved. I don't feel that. Okay, I get it. Let's try and lift you up, make you realize that you are loved, that you are appreciated. You're just not seeing it. That's what I do. But when people are saying that they want to self-harm and are not taking it seriously or are not wanting to stop, I'm going to do what I can, but it may come to a point in time, if you're not taking advice and you're continually doing this and causing harm to the people in my chat, I've had to really think this one through. I may have to ban you. And I don't want to do that, because I think your life is more important than you could possibly even imagine. You know, what makes you think that your life is so unimportant that you just want to throw it away? But if you're going to sit there and make it so that people panic in the channel and won't take our advice and then leave us stranded and then come back later and you're just basically acting like a jackass about this, I can't have that in the channel as much as I actually care, because I do want to help everybody I can. But I have to think about my health now also.
Yeah, I want to add on to that. Sean is saying that I've dealt with some situations that he's mentioning now. And the thing is, with someone like myself who has anxiety disorder and has autism, when people come into my chat and they threaten to self-harm and they repetitively put it in my chat, I said, please don't do it. Please stop putting it in my chat. It causes me such extreme problems that I've had panic attacks over this stuff. And it's not just with certain people. It's been the fact that people have been trolling me with it. And Sean has luckily calmed me down to such a point I'm able to talk about it. But
Right.
Sean's health is at risk when people do this. Please be considerate when you enter a chat. If you're asked for the host or hostess not to talk about it in a chat, please be respectful and respect that boundary, because you don't know whose else's health you're putting at risk.
Yeah, the thing that's very clear with this, and I just want to say to everybody I haven't said hello yet. Todd, hello, everybody, because I can go down the list real quick. Grace by God. Again, I've already said to H7. I'm just trying to make sure I get everybody here. Sandra, hey, how are you? Let's see here, Judy. If it gets worse, actually, that's a great question, Judy. If I have that get worse, they up the medication for what it is, and they can get me up to, I think it's like 600 milligrams a day. I'm on 200, which is fine, and it's not bad, but it just depends upon how sincerely serious it is. It only blocks for a certain period of time. So occasionally I'll get a little gouty in the morning and it's a little sore, but it's not bad. But it is helping. I had a couple days where I didn't feel a thing. It was wonderful. I could tap dance and just jig around, and it wasn't that big of a deal. So, but it is one sincerely serious thing that I've had to kind of address. And even with Gemma, now here's the thing is that I've been trying to deal with her. I'll shift gears here for a second.
Mm-hmm.
She's not perfect. She's had a lot of problems. She hasn't done great with a lot of conversations, and she's had a lot of issues not being able to respond, because unless she has the right way of having somebody talk to her, she's not going to hold the conversation at all. She's going to be pretty much useless to talk to. It's horrible.
Yep.
And so, like, the things that have happened in the past, I've kind of helped talk her through. Yeah, it wasn't perfect how you handled this, so don't worry about that. Let's keep moving. We got you calmed down. Now you can probably start talking to people bit by bit and ease things in. She's also had a lot of stuff in the background that nobody knows about that she's confided in me, which I will not discuss on channel. That is not for everybody to know. But the thing is that while that has gone on, I understand, but now we got her calmed. She's going to handle things a little bit better. And she's using me as a form of, I get her out of her autistic moment of overload. That doesn't mean it's not there still, and it doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. It's just that she can use me as a moment of, I'm distracting her. Yeah. This is the same thing in meditation. And I'm going to bring that in here right now. And Barry, I just wanted to say, love you, man. Hey, Lulu, love you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the Veterans Helpline information. Thank you so much. And Kids Help Phone. Oh, that's wonderful. Thank you. Yes, that's good stuff.
Thank you, Lulu.
I love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. It's not perfect. It's not easy, how things like that go on. I'm having my own issues of trying to figure out what I'm going to do with work here, which adds to this, but I want people to know I am still Sean4Help. I will do everything I can to talk to people and guide them in the direction where they need to go. If you're hurting, I want to know. If you need help to lift up, let's get you lifted up. Let's get you going there. If there's any way that in the future here, as soon as I can start getting some damn paychecks in here, God, I'm so sick of this. I'm really upset with this guy right now. I don't have time for this. I'm doing my own private stuff now, trying to get things taken care of. Yeah. I don't need the stress of this BS where people aren't, coming forward and being forthright about what they want to do for hiring me. I don't need the stress. And I want to help as many people as I can, because as soon as I can start getting some paychecks, I want to start throwing money towards those charities I was talking about, as well as when somebody needs something, I want to be able to be there myself and be able to go, here's $20, here's $60, here's whatever I have extra spare. If I got it, I will give. It's not a big deal because I got it, and I want to give. I want to help. Yeah. It's not perfect. It's not like I can sit there and solve everybody's problems, but if it's a monetary thing, I want to be able to do that. So I wanted to have this as an honest, sincere discussion. I wanted to say this Gemma's here because she's just kind of gotten things written down, and I do feel
Yep.
a little tight for what it is. It's just that I haven't checked. So, I'll tell you what, guys, I'm going to do a check right now. It'll take me a moment. I'm going to be quiet for just a moment. You guys get to see me put the cuff on, and I have to sit with my hand here because it has to be at heart level. So I'm going to let it run. We'll see what happens. And I'm not in great shape now.
Uh,
Nope.
that... Whoa, Dad. Oh.
So in this instance, what I'm going to do is I need to take aspirin right now.
Jeez.
Okay. So 2 aspirin immediately right now.
See, this is
And I'm going
why
to monitor it because if I have to, I'll have to go to the emergency room here soon.
Sean doesn't need BS drama, and this is affecting his health. And he's been around a lot of people who have seemed to do drama and BS, and I've been around people who've done drama BS, and it's not good for either of us. My health is not brilliant myself right now, and it hasn't been for the last,
No.
truthful, the last 3 weeks. And Sean has seen me in a state that I've never been in since last year, and it's getting to the point now where I've been to the doctors twice and to the hospital twice, and I'm on extreme medication to calm me down, and I'm basically on 40 milligrams of painkillers, and I'm on another further 40 milligrams of antidepressant and anti-anxiety medication because I can't cope, and it's causing me to have a hell of a lot of problems. So me and Sean are very much, like we say, we're in working in collaboration a lot, and like Sean knows, behind the scenes we're working a lot to help ourselves, and me and Sean relate to quite a lot of similar things. So we've been working together for last couple of about nearly a month now. We've been working together, and again, it's about respecting the host's boundaries and channel boundaries as well. So when you come into a channel and
I
you're
appreciate that, Todd.
reaching out for help, you have to be very, very careful what you put, because you never know the impact of what you're saying can interfere with somebody. And something that was said in my chat the other day, I freaked. I admit I did. I got upset. I was very, 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 very triggered. I text Sean in private and I said, look, I'm panicking. I don't feel well. I can't breathe. And I went straight to the hospital that night, and I ended up being put on painkillers and being put on a heart machine because I was having a really bad panic attack. I don't want to go back there again. So you have to be very, very careful the way you put things. Fair enough, ask for help by all means, but don't put something that's going to trigger somebody, because Sean's health, my health, is being put at risk, and it's extremely dangerous.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where it's like I'm having to. I mean, as far as trolls come about, they're easy because everybody knows I love trolls. Because all I do is I love on them. They don't stress me at all. What stresses me when I worry about somebody that I can't stop them from hurting themselves and that they might take their life, that would worry me to no end and make me. That would stress me. But as far as names, like when I forgot whose channel I was on that sat there and said that it was with potato bread. I don't know if it was Nike's or Passion. I forgot who it was. Said that I had a small weenie. It was Passions? Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's passions, yeah.
Yeah, and yeah, it said I had a small wiener, and I was like, well, I'm glad you feel that way, but I know that because you're trying to basically, tear me down and say bad things and hurt people, I know that really you're the one that's actually hurting. So why don't we talk about that? What's going on with your potato bread? And just couldn't handle it, just completely. I mean, because they turned away from they were attacking everybody else on the channel that was like Passion and Nike and them, and then they turned and tried to turn it on me, and it didn't work. It just failed. So trolls don't last with me because I love the hell out of them, whether they like it or not. But when I know somebody's actually hurting and they're about to do something serious...
No, it was Jenna's channel.
Oh, it was Jenna's channel.
It was Jenna's channel, because at first they started attacking Jenna.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So yeah, that was God, I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. So yeah, that was where, again, trolls to me are like nothing. They're like whatever. But if you're hurting or you know somebody that's hurting and they start getting out on channel and doing something to where, you know, they're about ready to really hurt themselves, I will start to really amp up and deal with the problem of trying to talk to them to get them calmer. I don't want to see anybody. Your life is so worth it. You're so much more worth it than doing suicide. I love all of you so much. I never want to see that happen. I really don't. So exactly, Todd. That is so right. You're never too weak to ask for help.
Nope.
But if you're doing it because you need drama in your life, if you want drama, hit the bricks. I don't need that.
No.
But if you're doing it because you need attention, don't do that. Tell me you need attention. I will stop that moment and realize that you need what's going on, that you feel that you are so codependently needing attention that you're going to do something stupid and make yourself look like an absolute spectacle. Let me know. I would rather take the time to go, what's going on? What's happening? Well, my folks aren't talking to me, or my family just disowned me, and then let's talk about that. Let's get it out. Let's deal with it and let you kind of move on. If you need to talk about family that disowns you or doesn't care about you, Amber and I got that in spades. Gemma's got some of that herself if she wants to talk about some of the things she's got. But really, it's like, it's not pretty. We know what it is. We can go, my God, I'm so sorry. Is there anybody that you can talk to? Friends, can we get you to, do you need to talk more? You know, we can do a private hangouts. You know, it's not like we can't sit there and turn this around in a positive way and lift each other up. Yeah, exactly, Todd. I mean, it's the more people that we see that need these kinds of things, and we can turn it around to lift them up.
So what's another person that you can go to?
Yeah, anybody that... There are so many people that I've met through this channel that I've created and did, as well as meeting through Cab 7, Nike Girl. I've floated around on many other channels, but those are the two I think of off the top of my head that I can go to. I've also seen other people in other channels that I've gone to. Gemma's done some stuff. I was there for a couple of her channels. And all I see is that there's so many people willing to help. If we can take these negative instances and turn them to a positive, that would be the ultimate. I'm seeing actually, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm seeing a lot of negativity out on the channels right now, and it concerns me because I'm like, you know what? Not here.
No.
I only want this to be, yes, negative things are going to come into the channel, but by the time we're done, I want to transmute it into something that's positive if we can. Or, you know what? There's a lot of prayer that can happen with it. There's a lot of good conversation that can go from it. The person may not be successful through it. They may still be depressed. They may still have anxiety. But they're going to know before they leave they're loved, and it's going to be a good thing for them, regardless. And, you know, again, trolls be damned at that point in time. We're going to love them regardless in spite of themselves. Hating, hurting, lonely, screaming for attention as a mod, I always try to flip it. Exactly. That's exactly it, Lulu. I can't say, my daughter just told me something. Guess I missed a lot. That's okay. It's all right. No big deal. I'm waiting to see if I can hear from my dad here real quick. In fact, I'm just going to text my mom. See if she's actually around. My mom used to work in an ER for 19 years.
Wow.
And where in the love of Pete is she at here? Let me do this real quick. I love the fact that I have text-to-speech. Hey, Mama, just wanted to ask you a real quick question. My blood pressure is 148/102. Should I be considering the hospital right now? And I need to fix the message because it didn't quite come out right. It's all right.
I think also like what Sean has said is that the fact that we need to try and be uplifting to everybody, and there's always a way to overcome a situation. Like Sean said, I've had battles of my own recently where the fact I have been extremely upset. I've had to battle a lot of tough situations, and yes, I haven't handled it the best way. I admit that. I made massive mistakes. I've hit the panic button rather than sitting here thinking it through properly and trying to process it all. But my body at the moment is not allowing me to do that. But at the same time, Sean is there for me. Him and Amber have both been there for me for hours on phone calls, seeing it through with me. And because I don't get that support over here, that I have my family. Yes, they understand partly what I'm going through, but when it comes to panic attacks, anxiety, autistic spectrum issues, they don't get it. They don't get the stress that I'm under. They don't get the fact that I am prone to have an anxiety attack. This isn't the first one, it won't be the last. I've had this is the third one in 3 weeks.
Great question, A7. I wanted to bring it up. For me, it can. Not always, but it can. When I use the gummies that I have, it can. But I have to still monitor what I'm doing, and even though because unfortunately it affects me as the typical pothead thing, this is why I don't do it often, I really do value my sobriety. But that is an amazingly good question for that point, that it can. For other people, like Gemma, if her high blood pressure kicks in or something like that, no. It does the opposite because of her autism. It overloads her senses and she can't get anything through them. So I just wanted to say that. Hey, Bill, I wanted to mention, hey, Bill, how you doing? Lurker alert. That's all right, Lorock, no worries. So as it is with the way that my blood pressure is, I'm going to check probably again here in a little bit to see how I'm doing. Because I'm doing some mental assessment right now to see if I'm actually causing myself to stress a bit. I'm wanting to watch to see if my blood pressure is going to drop. Again, for those who didn't know and just came in, my blood pressure just a minute ago, as of, what would that be? The time's off on this thing. It's an hour off. So it was approximately almost, what is that, 16 minutes ago?
Yeah.
That was my blood pressure just a bit ago. Shoot, let me do it like this. There we go.
Yeah, that way, yeah.
That was my blood pressure just a bit ago. So my medication's causing the uric acid to be to free up from my system. It's actually causing it to freely float in my body. So all the crystals that are in the joints, like down in my ankles and my knees, my hips, back, and all that, it's starting to liquefy because the medicine I have stops the production, so it can actually liquefy the crystal that's already formed in my system to allow that uric acid to finally hit the bladder and go out. But it causes my heart rate to raise because it treats it like it's a poison. Because like if you drink alcohol, your heart rate raises because it treats it like it's a poison. So I'll be checking again here. I'm going to be continuing to drink some fluids and see if, again, as I go, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. A thing is also that I want to say, Sean is very a compassionate person. Like this weekend, Sean has been non-stop on the phone with me during my whole panic attack. I felt extremely unwell. I've had emotional meltdown. I've literally felt pants. And if it wasn't for him getting me to a point where I've been able to chill and use meditation and do deep breathing, I don't know where I would have been, because my family are out of the question because my dad's away and my mum's working. I haven't got nobody. If it wasn't for Sean, I don't know what I would have done, because my family don't know how to help me. I deal with it on my own.
That's the thing, too, is that the reason why Gem and I are on channel right now is that I'm actually taking her almost as a student in some ways, of teaching her small things in time, how to deal with meditation, how to take things on bit by bit.
Mm-hmm.
And she hears me say that, bit by bit, small steps, bit by bit. And you can't rush dealing with this. Even with the medical problem I'm having here, if you notice, I'm trying to be very calm about it because I don't want you guys to panic, but I'm going to share it with you to let you know what's going on. And one thing I want you guys to know, too, is that I'm not afraid to die either. I don't want to right now because I got a lot of work to do for a lot of things. And it's not
I
just
don't
like
want you to either. It's a scary thought.
I know. But I have a lot of people that I'd like to help before I go. So it's a matter of trying to, do the right thing for people and help them get going. I want to be there for as many people as I can before it's my time, but I'm actually pretty calm. It's just that this is what happens with uric acid in the system. It overloads, and hyperuricemia causes high blood pressure. You're prone to heart attacks, stroke. It causes a whole bunch of things. In fact, I should probably bring that up as another one here. Is hyperuricemia. Yeah, we'll do the definition, kind of. Yeah, abnormally high level of uric acid in the blood. In the pH, it basically also turns my system somewhat acidic, which is not good, which also makes me prone to bacterias and viruses, fungus, things like that. Because if you have a more alkaline pH, stuff can't live in that. That's harmful. That's why taking vinegar, things like that, apple cider vinegar, I still do. Tart cherry extract, I still do that. Those kinds of things, which I'm going to be doing here in a bit. That's another thing I'm going to do to try and help lower this. Hey, Gail, how you doing? And with these things in mind, this is how, again, showing you guys where this is at. If you know anybody who has gout, it's a very serious condition. It's more serious than I ever thought it would be, and I studied it for a long period of time, because when I started actually having my attacks very seriously was about 2004, 2005? 2005. Yeah, 2005. That's when I had, all of a sudden, my knee, it was my left knee, swelled up to the size so big that I couldn't get my pants leg off without having to, peel it off. It was that, my jeans pants were that, and I wear loose-fitting jeans. So it was that difficult to get it to go up and down. I've been prone to infection. Yeah, that's it. Apple cider vinegar. It's good stuff. It tastes like, but it is good stuff to use. And let's see here. The thing that the amount of urate in the body depends upon the balance between the amount of purines eaten in food, and the amount of urate synthesized within the body, and that's through cell turnover. Yeah, the normal range I'm nowhere near, unfortunately. Yeah, many factors contribute to hyperuricemia. Genetics, insulin resistance, iron overload, hypertension, hypothyroidism, chronic kidney disease, obesity, diet, diuretics, use of diuretics like coffee, thiazines, loop diuretics, and consumption of excess alcoholic beverages. So, with that in mind, whoa, easy there, Trigger. Watch you're clumsy with your feet. It's okay, bud. Just pick them up if you can. Jeez, my son. I have one major problem going for me, and everybody probably like, well, what's that? Can we fix it? It's called genetics. On both my mom and dad's side, I have an ancestor that has died of renal failure from drinking. God love them. So unfortunately, I have that problem. This is why I don't drink anymore. Really. I had a beer just recently here because I was like, I wanted to try it. I'm not doing that anymore. They made it so that my kidneys probably don't excrete enough uric acid. It almost blocks it. It doesn't deal with it. It doesn't link up and cause it to go out and pass with the urine. So I don't have a choice in that one so much. But I do have a choice. I've been with my thyroid is in pretty good shape. Hypertension, I don't think I'm really hypertensive when you see my blood pressure drop down to 115/82. So I'm okay there. But I would say that my dietary situation, I've cut out a lot of stuff. And at the same time, I'm wondering about iron overload. There's certain candies and whatnot I can't have too much, or, you poop green because you have too much iron in your diet. It's horrible when you have Swiss rolls. Oh, God, I love them so much, but too many of them is bad. Or sugary cereals. It's like, there's too much iron in it. So I have to cut that out. Dags are done? Dags? I like dags. Pat dags. So that's where this is going, and I wanted to talk about it in a way that was sincerely real about the idea that while there's a lot of drama going in other people's channels, I respect them. I'm not saying that they're doing a bad thing. Quite the opposite. They got to do what they got to do. Handle the drama that goes on there. Who am I to say no? But if it comes into my channel, I can't have it. It's got to stop immediately, because if my ticker starts to have a problem here, yeah.
We just don't need it. It's an unnecessary stress factor on both Sean or anyone else who comes onto Sean's channel, regardless if it's me or anyone else that comes onto the panel. And the problem is, there's people have different triggers, and with me, things like talking about self-harm is a big trigger, because I've had people come into my channel and tell me things like that, and it's like,
yeah, can't do it.
I can't. It's just something I have to walk away from, because it's given me really, really bad problems.
We've already had one person that has tried to do that, and they'll remain nameless, thank you. That had that moment, and I'm very upset at the fact that they did that. I've yet to talk with them because I haven't had the time, unfortunately. It's not because of the fact that I don't want to. I've just been so busy. It's been my first stream in a while. But that I guess the way that I would say it is that if somebody wants to sit there and, they want the assistance and they want the help, panicking and acting in a way that creates drama does not fix it. And just to answer this one, Judy, dialysis, it's not so much as getting rid of the impurities, it's one specific chemical that I have to deal with. There's another thing I'm going to talk to my doctor about, and that's called colchicine, which actually takes the uric acid out of the system a little faster. So I'm going to probably see if there's a way that we can kind of double up and do the allopurinol, which blocks it from being produced, and the colchicine that takes what's already there and removes it faster. If not, I was agreeing with Todd here recently, I may have to be on blood pressure medication to help offset it so that it doesn't cause me too much of a problem. One way or the other, we can figure it out. And I'm very smart about my medicine on that regarding that matter, so I just want to, I'm going to say it that way. But as far as, again, the drama point here is that I will go out of my way to help anybody that comes into my channel. If you're crying and you're hurting and you need to talk, by God, you're in the right place. Let's talk. What do you need? What's going on? And if you're out there right now and you need to talk, I'll listen. I've already said most of my piece about what this is and where it needs to go. But if you need to talk right now, I'm right here. I will listen to you, anything that's going on in your life, and say, wow, can I talk? Can I lift you up? Can we talk about this? Do you need prayer? Do you need to be able to do you need some good affirmations? Like, I am awesome. I am amazing. I am powerful. I am strong. I am healthy. I am wise. I am generous. I am compassionate. I am energetic. And I just keep going down the list. I'll give you great affirmations and tell you all kinds of good things about yourself you probably never thought you'd hear. Why? Because I know they're true, whether you believe it or not. We could all be, we could all be turdly in our own moment, the poopy head kind of thing, but it's still the matter that really inside of you is that one awesome person that's just begging to come out. Yes, it takes time. Sometimes it takes time. I understand that, Todd. And it's not a fast fix or anything like that. Now, I have had some good things in between, like looking at this again. I've had a few moments where I've had like the low 130s and even some 120s. So I know that it works. It's just that, unfortunately, I did something here recently in my diet that I shouldn't have. So I'm just watching it to make sure. But still, even being in those 130s is not a great thing. So I need to watch and see what it is. The mid to high 130s, we're starting to get into areas that's definitely hypertension level 1. And you got to watch that stuff. You can't let that get away from you. I appreciate that, Zach. I do. We'll just see what we can do here. We're going to keep going. And this is not drama. Again, I'm going to do this again right now so you guys can see what this is. In fact, I have this bloody mess on my desk, unfortunately. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way here a bit. I'm going to take my second camera. Actually, no, I can use this one. Hold on.
Okay.
The camera's going to move. Hang on.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. So I can lean down with this. Pick it up just a bit here. There we go. I have to lean with it. It's a special way the instructions say I have to do this. So right about here, bring it over, just get it to set comfortably. And then I have to kind of sit down. So I'm actually at an angle. My chest and everything is like this, and I have to hold it like this. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the button. And my heart and this are at the same level. So I have to stop talking. It's gone down a bit, but it's still not great. So I just did this.
Oh.
So I have no reason to sit there and lie to you about the numbers, because I can sit there and show you again the one that was previous to that and all the ones previous to that. I can go down all the times I've ever done it. Nice thing about having history with this. Let me just back up here and do this. There you go. Oh, if this will just sit there and stay there. So, I found that crisis intervention is a hoax. In some cases, I won't disagree with that. I really won't.
And it's also about how to support each other through this as well, because the important thing is when you're going through a health issue, if it's high blood pressure or a physical illness or mental health issue, there's always strategies that you can use to overcome it. So like me and Sean, we're working in partnership to help each other, and we, in a way, it's kind of like Sean is my counselor. He's my online dad. I call him my dad, and I look up to him for help every time I have an issue, or even if I'm having a good day, I'll text him and say, "Hey, I'm having a good day today, but it's good to chat to you." And I'll send him a little encouragement message, say, "Hope you're having a great week. Hope you're having a great day," just to encourage him to make his week better, because it's a two-way thing. It makes both of us feel good because we both get a message from each other saying, "Hey, how are you today? I love you lots. How's your day today? How's your week been?" And then when we catch up with each other, we're chatting and we're laughing, we're giggling, and he does a really cool British accent, and it makes me in stitches. So it's little things like that that makes you feel a lot better. When you're feeling rubbish, it helps us to both feel better.
Yeah. So as it is right now, I'm kind of coming down a bit, but then again, you have to remember I also just took the aspirin not too long ago, so I'm waiting for it to kick in.
Yeah, so this is the thing. We just need to be careful what we say and the way that we say things. And when you're in somebody's chat, just be respectful. Show respect.
Gemma, you run the channel for a moment, okay?
Okay. So yeah, Sean's given me permission to temporarily take over the stream for a minute. So what I'm going to say is the fact that we need to be respectful, guys. When you're in somebody's chat and you're coming in and you may need help, that's fine, totally okay. That's great. You're here, you're welcome. You're very welcome to ask for help, support. That's what we're here for. It's what we do as a community. But there's a limit to how you can say things, and to what you say can be a really big difference to somebody's life. You can affect it in a positive way as well as a negative way. And with me, I've had very ups and downs recently. Like Sean has said, I've had my own issues with depression and anxiety and meltdowns and the rest of it. And there's certain triggers that upset me and certain triggers which have made me feel extremely ill, and I'm trying calm it down, right? There's things that have made me extremely panic and feel upset and emotional, and I'm quite emotional right now because I've had a really temporary weekend of up and down emotions and panic attacks, and Sean has been brilliant with me. He's really helped guide me through the process and reassured me that things are going okay. And you just need to be careful what you say, guys. It's about helping people through what they're going through as well, and just remembering your personal boundaries of how you cope with the situation, and make sure you don't overstress yourself with things that you may not be able to cope with, because no one knows each other's boundaries until you set that line. There has to be a line set so that you know not to cross that line. And the problem is we don't all know that, and we have to figure that out, whether that's via a phone call, a text, a Facebook message, a Twitter message. And the problem is it's a communication issue, and with me, I have a communication disorder, so not all the time I might not know the appropriate boundary of saying something, or I may not know the appropriate boundary of how to display my emotions to somebody. So it's a case of we have to be aware of that personal boundary and that personal space of how we come across to people. And the problem is it can cause a person's mental health to deteriorate quite quickly. And you have to be very, very careful on that line where you say things and how you make a person feel, and whether that's by text, like I say, or Facebook or a Twitter message. You have to be very, very so careful that you don't tip someone over the edge with the wrong information. And Sean has been very, very good. Like, he listens to me. He makes sure that I understand what's been said to me. He gives me, like he says, little pieces of information. He'll give me little bits and pieces. So, Gemma, do you understand what I'm saying? I'm like, yes. Or if he says, like earlier, he said some words to me, I'm like, huh? What? And he's having to repeat them words to me. I'm like, oh, okay. So again, it's the terminology of how you say things as well, and the terminology of how you come across with your language can be very, very important. And again, that can deteriorate someone's mental health, whether that's emotional, physical, mental, and it depends on how you interact with people socially as well. Because again, as someone with a social communication disorder, I'm very aware that I can be very I can be very nervous and anxious, and talking to people can really make me feel scared and nervous and isolated. And the problem is, it's a case of we have to have that respect, and we have to have that friendly barrier of going, okay, so what's appropriate to tell people and what's not? What should I keep in a private conversation? What should I keep in a private message that's away from the public live stream, that's not going to trigger somebody or trigger the whole stream, or even the host or hostess who's running that stream? And if you wouldn't say it on a stream, would you say it to your parents or family? Probably not. So my guess is that you don't say it unless you know you're going to say it to a family member, a friend, off stream as well as on stream. So for me, it's very, very important of where that boundary is and how you can talk to somebody and make somebody feel. And it's that respect boundary of having the appropriate emotions at the appropriate time, and also how you deal with a situation. So whether that's dealing with it with meditation, or dealing with it via a message, or dealing with it via doing art or writing stuff down. Like, Sean knows, like, I'm very good. Like, I've written notes down about how I feel in my notepad, and notes for the stream, so that he knows that I'm structured. I know what I'm doing, what I'm talking about, and also it gives Sean a agenda for his stream, so he knows what he's doing. And yeah, this is very important to Sean and to me. And like we said, the stream is not drama. It's a stream about how to help people and communication, and an update from Sean to let you know about his channel and what he's going through right now. And Sean needs all the support he can get. It's not about potentially me or anyone. It's about the fact that Sean needs support. He's having really bad trouble with his blood pressure, and we need to be here as a community to support him. And whether that means that we need to run a stream for him, or he decides that he needs to go off to the hospital, or he may decide that he needs to go and get support with his blood pressure. He might say, okay, Gemma, you take over the stream temporarily, and then I will do my best to be appropriate for him, and I will take over the stream temporarily until he gets back. So again, it's about keeping the topic relevant and on topic and not waffle about something that's totally inappropriate. So for me, it's making sure that the stream runs to time and runs to the appropriate message and making sure that it's appropriate for all you guys who are in the chat. And I appreciate all of you guys who are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's great to see you all. And I hope you're enjoying being here in the stream and listening to us. But I think I've probably been self-explanatory. I think Sean's about to come back in a minute. But yeah, I've pretty much been self-explanatory. I think I've kind of explained my portion of it, and I think I've kind of given you the outlay of my experiences. All I'll say is that the fact that with autism comes a lot of sensory processing issues, and yeah, I think Sean's about to come back, so yeah.
Okay. This is my mother.
Okay.
And she told me that that's her blood pressure, and she's on blood pressure medication. So guess what? We'll have to see what the doctor says about everything as a whole. And so I'm going to take my blood pressure cuff with me and get that taken a look at, and we'll see what happens. But she said give the doctor a call in the morning. She says when it's immediate that I need to be there is like when I'm like 180 over 110. That's when it's like all stop, shut down, get the hell out of here, get to the hospital, and don't wait.
Okay.
So now I at least have some direct numbers as to what to work with and figure out, so we'll go from there.
Okay.
But she did say, I do need to have this looked at because it can be really dangerous if I don't.
Yes.
So now that we at least know this,
yeah.
and I wasn't able to hear any of the chat or anything. I was focusing on that. So anybody who was typing, I'm sorry I missed all that. I was trying to focus on what my mom was saying.
I did kind of explain that you were busy, and I was trying to keep the stream on task. I basically just said about that we need to look after each other and all that kind of stuff to keep it on task of the agenda of the stream. So hopefully people understood what I was saying.
Oh, crud, she's calling again. Let me do this real quick. Hang on. I'll just leave it on. Yes, mother. Okay. That you were lifting stuff. Yeah, see. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Don't wait, yeah. Okay. All right. Love you, Mama. Bye-bye. And my mother is 72, and she's at 147 over 101 right now. But she was lifting some things, so it is what it is. So she's going to be taking her pill and laying down for a bit.
Okay.
Life of Grace and Logan vlogs. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. Sorry, I've been kind of dealing with everything on the phone there for a minute. I knew it wouldn't be long. I got my pulse rate because I'm actually really trying to concentrate. As a meditative practice, I've learned how to meditate while I'm speaking because I'm trying to pay attention to the words I'm saying and who I'm talking to. And yeah, I just started it up and I was at 78, but I got it down to where I was at 74. Oh, good Lord, Mother. She's calling again. And for the third time, Mother. I just checked it, I'm at 78 now. I was at about 85 on the high end. Okay. 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 Okay, no worries. That's fine. Okay, Mama. Bye. All right. We have a good relationship with each other, so it's silly like that.
Yeah, you're fine. Yes.
And yeah, she is worried about me because
Yeah,
I'm her
yeah,
firstborn.
understandably, Dad. So am I.
Well, it's like even Todd was saying that, she's worried about you. Yeah, I'm firstborn. It's one of those things of her baby kind of thing, and I'm like, I get it because mine's in the back, and I worry about him constantly. So it's like,
Yeah, I'm worried about you too. As you know, I've been telling you most of today.
So anyway, as overall, yeah, she's saying that it's very likely it's the medication might be causing some of this, but I know they did a blood draw on me when I actually got the prescription, and because I don't have to pay for that because I'm Canadian, I actually have that much covered. Unfortunately for Amber, I have to pay everything out of pocket, which sucks for right now. At least we don't have to worry about that much. So I'll be going back in to talk to them about that and say, hey, where's my levels? What's going on here? And you may ask, can we get another blood test here soon? Because I'm taking my pills every day. I did take it today, and as I said, I took 2 aspirin with it. I just took 2 more. I have a nice full bottle of aspirin, so I'm not worried about that. That's the thing, is that if you know anybody who has chest pains or something like that, give them an aspirin if they can take it. Not with an NSAID like ibuprofen or naproxen. Neither of those. Do not give somebody aspirin that's on one of those. That will cause them to bleed in their stomach or something to that effect. I forgot exactly what happened, but I know it's really, really bad. So don't do that. Tylenol is okay to take aspirin with, but not with ibuprofen or naproxen. Those NSAIDs make it all bad. If you thin the blood, and yeah, you can start bleeding out internally. It's bad. So, but that's if somebody has a heart problem and you know that they're safe to take it. Give them an aspirin. It helps.
Yeah. Medication is a good point because, again, it can be a very dangerous thing if you suggest medication to somebody. Like at the moment, I'm on 2 loads of medication. I'm on medication for anxiety and my depression episodes, and I'm also on medication right now for a trapped nerve in my stomach and my back, and it's causing me to have absolute erratic behaviour. And so you have to be very, very careful when it comes to medication and make sure that you're taking the right dosage. And if you need help with medication, please go and see a doctor. We're not professionals. I'm not a professional. Yep. Please go and get help from someone who is. I can't stress that enough. Please go and get support from someone who knows what they're talking about.
You're welcome. Yeah, at that point, when it's first aid, you got to do one thing or another. But normally, it's like it. I've actually been a CPR instructor, so I understand what to do. But I agree with Jim. If it's anything medicine that's outside of like an aspirin or something like that, like nitroglycerin pills for somebody who's actually having a heart attack, yes, if they're asking for one, give them one. It's fine. But just be mindful of the point that you can't go beyond a certain point. You have to wait for the EMTs, do what you have to do, the right thing, etc. Take a good first aid course, do CPR, get that figured out. So, need some coffee, sir. I'll be right back. No problem, Jasmine.
Okay. Jenna wanted me to tell you, Gemma, that you have taught her to be more respectful of people in the chat and what to say and what not to say, and she wanted you to know that she appreciated you because you made her see that. So she thanks you.
Talk about positive. Talk about
that's good.
Positive.
I just try and help people understand. Like I said, I'm not a medic. I'm not an expert or any shape or form. I'm just someone who lives with 2 chronic conditions that overlap each other, and yeah.
Beth, not a problem. And thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Go ahead, Gemma.
And the thing is, with having 2 chronic conditions that overlap each other, autism on its own has its issues with my sensitivities to noise and smells and crowds, and
it's also
my emotions is another complete separate topic on itself. But Sean is dealing me with that. Sean is helping me, so is Amber. They're both working with me and me and Sean have come to a logic kind of, I guess, in a way, a business decision. Like I am paying Sean to kind of tutor me, as it were, counsel me in a way, and that's what we've agreed. I am giving him some support and he's giving me some support back. So we've kind of decided that it's going to be a way of me respecting his time and his value, and he means the world to me. So does Amber, and I call them my parents because they're my online parents, and they've put up with me for hours and hours and hours recently. So the way I show my respect and my value to them is by supporting them financially. If that means that I do it monthly or another way, so be it. But I do that because I choose to. I do it as a way of showing my respect, and they're helping me through a lot of dark situations. And like Sean said earlier, I have issues at home that I don't get no support. I am pretty much doing everything on my own.
Yeah. And by the way, before anybody says anything, I've told her she doesn't have to, but she wanted to. So it's entirely voluntary upon her, and that's fine.
I've stated that.
But
Yeah.
totally making it so that people don't think that I asked. And Zach, I wanted to make sure that yes, Amber even showed me, hey, don't forget to see this. I meant to say something about it, but I was on the phone. Yes, 10 to 20 really deep breaths. How I do my breathing, so I'll probably incorporate more of, because I do it for about 5 to 10 to get me calm, but I'm practicing it. I'm a practice meditator, so I understand, but I think I'm going to have to probably go up to your numbers of 10 to 20. Realistically, I think I am. I go through the nose, in and out through the mouth, and I'm really slow in mine. One of my breaths is about like this. And that's an average breath when I start to breathe and do my breathing exercises. And it slows me down, and I know exactly how to get to it. But I think your numbers are probably going to be more accurate for me, Zach. Honestly, I really do. Because usually 5 to 10, and I'm pretty good. Like, I'll go to 10 on the high end. But I think 20 is going to have to be, with the way this medication's working right now, I honestly believe that your numbers are probably going to be more accurate. So there's that.
And like Sean says, meditation is a really good way of grounding yourself, and also when you are in that anxious state of feeling really unsure what to do. Like Sean has taught me a method recently where he's taught me to put my hands together. So when I'm trying to get calm, I take a deep breath in and I focus on my hands and I focus on the feeling, and literally my hands become numb, and like it's a really good thing. I just become super relaxed, and that has worked for the most part. So there is things that do work for you, but each person's different. I know that each person might not need meditation, or it may not work, but for me and with Sean, the way that we communicate, it helps me to self-soothe and self-cope. And it's a really good way that it just, for me, it's a way to get my body just to go shush.
Nice, Zach. I like that. Yeah, it's very slow, and it's very, very gentle. I'll kind of talk about a few of the things for meditation briefly here that I've been showing Gemma, but it's the same idea, because they'll be short because we take a long time to discuss so she can get it. But with breathing as an example, the mind is like the kite, and the breath is the string. When you're flying a kite, when the breath is short, you have a short string, you're breathing. The mind is doing this. It's like all over the place. The kite's just flying erratic. If you've ever flown a kite, you'll know exactly what I mean. But the longer you make that string, the slower that kite seems to move. And your mind is just kind of gently kind of wavering in there. It's not as erratic. So the longer and slower you can make your breaths over time, the slower your mind will become. And it's not controlling you, you're controlling it. So that's it in a nutshell for that much. For the hands, ooh, that's actually nice. I like that, Gail. Hot cinnamon milk. That sounds wonderful.
Ew, yuck.
Well, actually, I'm used to things like that. You got to understand, I've also done a lot of Christmas-style drinks and things like wassail is something actually that Amber's done for me, and I love it. So, but when you put your hands together, or even like Jenna was doing it like this, but when you put your hands together, if you just focus on how they feel.
Oh, my wassail.
Yes, I love your wassail. When you put your hands together, if you just focus on how they feel, don't think about it, but just watch how they feel, you'll start to notice that they become heavy and light, numb and expanded, all at the same time. And the longer you focus on it, the more peaceful you're going to find, because you're just watching it. You're not thinking about it. You're just like, wow. And as thoughts come up, which they will, gently set them aside. That's meditation. There you go. You're just focusing on, you're aware of something and you're focusing at the same time. That's it. That's meditation. That's it. You can walk and meditate. You can have a conversation and meditate, like I'm trying to do right now, and paying attention to all the words I have and watching what I say. I'm trying to watch the chat. I'm trying to be involved with this and be everything completely all the way through it. It's not rocket science of, oh, chant this way, dress this way, dance this way, do that. No. And you don't have to talk in a silly accent either. You know, I love everything about it, but good Lord, that's not it. You know, you don't have to do silly things like that. All it is just being aware and focus. Magic. There it is. I just told the world's largest crown jewel of all that there is for esoteric knowledge and meditation. And, oh my God, awareness and focus. That's it. And the stronger and better you get at it.
My hands have been like this the whole time.
Yep. And the more you do it, and the better you get at it through that, the more peace you'll find. This is why I can sit here with a troll and be just completely cool with him and be like, it's okay, I understand you're hurting. I get it. And not even be upset. Not even try. I mean, I want to almost joke along with him. Well, you think I have a small winky? I'm kind of curious, how are you checking me out? And where was I in this? And why didn't we have some fun at this point in time? You know, and make fun of the situation, because at that point, you know, I'm a lighthearted guy about that. I mean, good Lord, I have Snap Camera on here, and it's just like, you know, I'm just itching to sit there and do it, you know, and I'm going to have to, because it's like, you can't help but just be a little bit silly with this and go, look, my eyes are adorable with this, don't you think? And everybody will laugh about it, and it's not a big deal. And if you don't like that, well then fine, I'll be a unicorn. Yay! And the unicorn sprinkles come out. You know, it's like that. I don't have to be serious about that. I can be relaxed and have a lot of fun and make the unicorn?
It's just about making friends and making the community positive again. Because that's the problem. There's been a lot of negativity, and it's about making friends, having fun.
Yeah, we don't have to have the drama here. We can just be cool and relaxed. I'll lift you up. If you're having a bad day, hey, let's talk for a bit and just have some great stuff. Time for the fur baby to go outside. Oh, yes, I understand, Grace by God. Gonna help. Hey, Life of Grace and Logan Vlogs, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it very deeply. You have a great day. You have a most wonderful evening as well. Sorry to Rasmine, not a worry. That's okay. It's all right. Not a problem. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it dearly. I do. Thank you so much for being here. Moms always worry about their kids. Oh, yes, they do. Yes, they do. And my mom is no exception to that one. The times I could say she'd be calling up, I'm back. Just, no worries. Shut down to do updates. I'm impressed. Yeah, unfortunately, the way they're doing Windows 10 is like, you will do your updates now. Why? Because I said you will. It's like, come on, man. Can you do this at another time? Give me a break.
It's just about to motivate ourselves, and we can find ways to encourage and inspire people, and it's just little tips like this that can help you, and you never know how it can help someone else, because you learn one tip, you pass that on, it's going to be passed on to someone else, and then it brings people back to how you learned it.
And now my dad's talking to me. Go figure. Of course, his sarcastic butt's going to sit there and tease me the whole time, so. If you wonder where I get my humor from? My father.
Yeah.
Yeah, that twisted sense of humor we have. All right, Zach, have a good one. No worries.
So it's just about helping each other and having that support network and making sure that we can help each other through situations. It doesn't need to be a negativity thing.
No. Hopefully here with the way things are going with my meds, we'll get them squared away and get it taken care of, and I'll be in much better shape. But again, I wanted to make sure I said this so that way everybody understood why I'm doing the stream I am now and why it's taken me so long to get into one. I've been so busy with trying to get a couple websites. It's one website with a bunch of landing pages. Let me say it that way. Landing pages where somebody clicks around on the search engine and goes, "Oh, I'm looking for this," and clicks on it, and it brings it to that page. They landed on that page. So as you build landing pages, they're meant to be a form of search bait, if you want to call it that. Not clickbait, but search bait. You're searching for them, and they find it, and they bring it up, and that's how it ends up there. Oh, you were saying everybody else? Oh, God bless. I'm sorry, Zach. Meow. Sorry. Misunderstood. So, yep. I was like, oh, God, he's leaving. No!
I found it funny how Sean said that I was his secretary. I'm more like his little annoying UK adoptive daughter who's like,
No.
Dad,
No.
Dad.
No, you're not annoying. No. If anything, I've been having a good time with you because we actually get to talk about important things. When we calm you down and you get going good, you talk about the important stuff I want to talk about regarding the issues of mental health, like with the psychosis awareness. We're talking about the things that are regarding the matters of how I need to understand more things about autism, and I go look things up and find out for myself how to get you into a meditative state so that you're not having to worry about what's going on in your head to distract you, to calm you down. All those things that are important. What's not being covered are the things that are the drama points that you have. And I don't do that because I'm like, okay, you know you've had these issues, you know you got these problems. Let's just work through it. There's no judgment here. Okay, this bad happened. This bad thing happened. Okay, so we don't do that again. We just move on. We acknowledge what it is, and then we go, all right, so this sucked. Let's not do that. Change gears and go do this.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes life a lot easier when we're trying to figure things out because you can't solve the blame. You can only solve the problem.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to say that myself right now. I'm going to make sure I have that. Create a banner. You can't solve the blame.
You can
can
solve the problem. Yeah.
Solve the problem.
Like we said earlier, there's always a solution to every situation. It just is whether you choose to solve that solution or run away from it. I know in the past I've run away from a few solutions that I could have solved, but Sean is seeing me through them situations, and like I say, it's a beneficial friendship for both of us. We both are passionate about mental health. We're both here to help people. Like, my channel is an open space. I like to have people come here and talk to me, and Sean is a mega part of my channel, and he will be for the foreseeable future. And he's really helped me come out of some really, really low places.
Yep. And so I'm going to start throwing up some things here that just, if anybody wants to get a hold of me on Twitter or anything like that, it's one of those things that I'm trying to make it so that you have an availability to get a hold of me, especially if you are hurting and you need to kind of talk. We can kind of do that. It's not a problem. I'm busy, but I'm doing the best I can with what I got. And, it's...
That's reading the wrong way on my screen.
Huh?
That's reading the wrong way on my screen.
Oh, is it? Is it backwards?
Yeah. Yeah, it says at help Sean4 on my screen.
Oh, no, that's correct. My Twitter came up with that. I have no idea why I put it in the other way and it didn't want to do it, so I left it at that and said, okay, it's fine.
So, okay.
Yeah, and for those who are having those thoughts, I'm just going to put them up here. This is for the U.S. side. So if you need to call somebody, please do. I'm not going to say that I don't care. I do. I don't know how to fix you if you don't want to be fixed. So if you can't listen to me or anybody on chat, give them a call. Same thing for Canada here. Here's the Canadian one. So if you have to sit there and talk to anybody, please don't hesitate to give them a yell. Let them know that, hey, I'm having a problem. It is what it is. And reach out. Again, if you can't listen to me, there's got to be somebody you can talk to.
Yeah. Definitely reach out for support, because you never know how much that one person could help you and how much people would miss you if you weren't here. Because, like Sean said, life is magical if you look at it, and it's always a better reason to be here.
There's a great question. When am I going to play that game again? Yeah, everybody's asking. Well, after a few things that have happened here recently that have made it come to my attention that I need to do it again, I have some stuff that's going on a little bit this week. Thursday night's kind of a shot situation here. Let's do this. I will push to do. Let's start on Friday night this week.
Don't stress yourself, Dad.
Yeah. No, I got to think that through. So It's just timing. That's not a problem. So let's start with a Friday night. So I will do this. Now, let's get this off here. I'll create the banner. And 4 banners for me here. Now I'm going to create a 5th. Yay! So we'll do Dosis Awareness. If I can spell right. This stream will start and on Friday night. What day is that? The 23rd? Ooh, the 23rd.
Yeah.
At, say, let's go for 6 p.m. again. Eastern Standard Time.
So that'll be midnight UK time for anyone in the UK like myself.
Okay. There we go. So we'll do that again. There we go. So I'll just leave it up. If people want to get in there and look at it, they can look at it. Yeah, don't push myself. No, I'm okay.
Yeah, make sure that you. Yeah.
I'll be all right. Now, if anything, I think I'll be all right with it. I think the thing I'll have to do ahead of time, though, is that I might just take the time to watch how my blood pressure is going, and if I have to, after I talk to my doctor this week, which will happen here soon, I'm going to try to see if I can't get him to bump up the appointment tomorrow, because otherwise it would be Tuesday, and go from there. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say that would be great to get in there a little bit earlier, and
yes, please.
If he says to lower the dosage, great. If he says stay on the same dosage and here's some blood pressure medication pills, then is what it is. Then that'll help lower blood pressure too. Yep. Yes, shooting me. So we'll see if we can get me in tomorrow. I'll see if I can't push to get it escalated to the point of, hey, can I get in tomorrow or not? And then we'll go from there. But I also have to talk to the guy that's technically my boss and tell him, how I feel about what we're doing here and remove some of the stress that way, because I don't need this crap. I need, this past 2 weeks here have been bad. In some cases, I've been pulling 20-hour days, and I don't need that crap. I do not need that crap at all.
Sean has. I've been there when I've been on the phone with him, and trust me, I'm trying to help him the best I can. I'm trying to motivate him and trying to make sure I keep him calm, and I don't like seeing him like that. I don't like seeing him that he's stressed, and it's a two-way thing. It's a fact that I enjoy having the conversation with him. I can give him tips and bits and pieces for myself, but at the same time, it's about counterbalancing that friendship and making sure that his health is taken care of. And I always say to him, please go and get yourself checked out. Make sure that you're having something to eat and something to drink. And I often have said to him, look, go and get a drink, have something to drink, because he'll sit there and not have a drink. I'm like, you haven't had anything to drink, so I have to remind him to. So it's just about taking care of him and making sure that he's all right. And he means the world to me, so it is important that I take the time to look after him as well.
Yeah. So, as it is, I just checked my heart rate. It's about in the high 70s, which is good. It's lowering. Because I'm focusing on trying to relax, trying to practice this. The aspirin's probably kicking in, which is good.
Yeah.
Trying to help things go the way that I need to. Shoot a little
And like Sean has also said about the psychosis awareness stream is going to be restarting. One thing I did struggle with last night and last week, I've kind of told Sean this, but kind of not. I guess this is relevant to the stream, really. I've been struggling with voices in my head for the last few days. I've kind of felt like I've had sort of push and pull voices in my head, and it's not been fun. It's been really difficult to try and ignore them and try and feel like I'm not going completely insane, bonkers. And it's if you feel like that, please go and see somebody. I've been very stubborn. It's took me about 8 or 9 days with Sean's encouragement to actually go to my doctors and get my medication upped because I was very, very stubborn. And right now, I've actually got a walk-in appointment later today, and I'm actually going to go and get them upped for a second time because I am not coping at all.
We're coming down to about an hour and 30 minutes here. I figure we're probably going to end it around there.
Okay.
I got everything that I needed to discuss, and I'm glad that Gemma was here because that way you guys can see also from her perspective, not just mine, that this is where we're at. I don't want, and part of the reason why I don't want the drama on the channel and why we're going to stay on the positive side of things, and I know how to handle it. If there's drama, I know how to work with it.
Yeah.
I don't want you guys stressed out either. I want to make it so that when you leave here, you're happy, you're smiling. I mean, yeah, you're going to worry about me a little bit, but I'm doing what I need to. It's okay. I'm not stupid. I'm smarter than the average bear. I'm not going to sit there and go, oh yeah, let's go, I'm going to do let's go do shots in the bar and then I'm going to go try and lift up a cow. No, it's just not that. So it is what it is, but we'll get past that as we get there. We'll get past it. And for some reason, I got this itch. It's not so much. Yeah, I was gonna say we're not going. Yeah, you're Amber. We're not going cow tipping. I was gonna say, says the one who helped steal the Belvedere cow. Yeah. So she thinks she can get out from underneath stuff. Can't. But no, I tease her to death because I love her. You married me. But yeah, sometimes the helper needs help too. So as it happens when we're going to be doing the psychosis awareness, as you guys get to see this next time, we're going to definitely be ramping up for the idea of people watching who have no clue. They have no idea what psychosis is. We're going to try and get them educated to see what it is so they can understand how sincerely serious psychosis is. I will be getting everything I can to have printed out, everything possible about the walkthrough, so I don't miss any of the runes that were in the actual wheel, and make it so that I can actually go through it fully, because I think I missed about 10 of them. And we'll do the same number of nights. There'll be 4. There'll be 4 total nights. So starting on the 23rd, we'll go Friday. I'll do Saturday night. Friday night, Saturday night. We're skipping Sunday. That's the Sabbath. I don't do anything on Sundays. And then I'll probably pick it up again on Monday night and Wednesday night. So it'll be separating days out so that way we have time in between. I don't want to, I'll probably do some streams in between because I'm going to be getting some more time to myself. I'll probably do some streams about tutorial stuff because I want to give you something with that. Because if you haven't seen my tutorial on how to do the snap camera and how to make your camera set up for that, plus getting it to work like this, like I've got the whole silliness with this. I mean, good Lord, at this point for characters, I mean, let me back up and go to the other ones, my history here. I can be bacon! Yay! Bacon! I like bacon. Bacon's good. I like bacon. Bacon, 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 bacon. Yay, bacon. Yay, bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon. Bacon, bacon, bacon.
Stop.
And if you don't like bacon, well then, I'll just give you the pickle. How do you think of this? You like it? Does this excite you? Is this your thing? Yeah? You like that? Is that good for you? Yeah? Alright! Yeah! Anyway, start doing my silly voices and everything like that. So yeah, if you guys want to check out the tutorial on that, that's actually one of the ones that I have on my list of videos. Tutorial for that. I'll be doing more things like that, actually. I've decided to go ahead and add that as part of the helping thing so you guys can figure stuff out for how to get more, more tutorials of how you can do this stuff yourself, setting up OBS, setting up Streamlabs OBS, how to get your PayPal link to set up into OBS, Streamlabs OBS, things like that. I'm eventually going to start getting those things together so you guys can actually use it instead of going, well, what do I do? Or if you have other things that you wanted to know how to do, like even just in a chat like this. And so, you can be, at a moment's notice, just be somebody's cheeseburger. It's just how it is. I mean, there's silly things like that, but, Who's going to say booty at that point? Besides again, I still like the pickle side. Yeah, that's right. Woo! Does that excite you? Is that it? Yeah. Okay, just checking. Oh God, too many years with radio. And the horrible thing is I'll have to do the whole radio voice with most of that anyway if I have those characters. That's right. You're looking at me like this. And of course Amber with the one that she really loves, which is of course the nay. Yeah.
I think it'd be
Just
cool
talk
if
like this?
I think it'd be cool if everybody hears Sean do a British accent. It's absolute brilliant.
Oh, you're talking about me doing this one? Would you like this one?
Yes,
Or would you...
Dad.
Oh, forgive me. Oh, Governor, I'm sorry. Thank you for talking to me. I love being able to talk. I mean, look at the eyeshadow. Look at this. Can you see? For the love of it. Really? It's crazy. I'm a unipony, for God's sakes. Good Lord. Laughter is one of the best medicines out there. That's what it is. Although I can't say that. I can't stop thinking about the people. But the one that gets Jenna every time is either that one or I throw in the barriers. It's like, yes. In my eyes, that's so pretty. Gorgeous. Love it. So, yeah, I have no life. Yeah, the days I'm pissed off, I can always turn on the horns too.
Oh God,
right.
Dad. Me and you need to carry
I
this
had
on
to pay
in
my
private.
taxes today. This is how I feel about that. Yep.
Me and you need to carry this on in private.
Yeah. Good Lord. Yeah. I heard you have hemorrhoids. No, I am one. Faith.
Sam's on, and there's Maniac.
All right, well, we'll run a little longer. Good Lord. Okay, fine. You can be silly like that. What do we got here? Oh, we had one when it's in the track. You told me this. All right, yes. Yes, it said they're worth a lot more than the original 22 Origin. It's my dad talking to me. Good Lord. You can't help but keep giggling about that, can you? That's nice. I love it. In that case, let's just take this a little further here. Let's just go silly. Let's just go all out. All right, so here we are. Yep, that's right. We can even add the rabbit to it. I'm not very satisfied with this carrot. I don't know where it's been. What have you been doing with this? What have you been doing with this? I need to know. Or if you want my more nerdy side of things, seriously, guys. Seriously. The hell's wrong with you people? I'm just going to say that this is just crazy. Does this make my nose look big? Seriously, I just need to know. See how that works? And I can continue to do the voice afterwards. It's not like it's difficult. Yeah. I'm just fawning over everyone. All of you in the chat. I am. Really. Yep. Oh, I have those skills. It's what happens when you've been the father of a ton. You want me to do the rainbow one now? Oh, you want me to do this one? You want me to do the unicorn? You like this? Isn't that nice? It doesn't make my eyes look just gorgeous and cute little nose and everything like that. But I figured out how to make the sparkles come out of the horn. It's real simple. It's like, yay! 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 I have sparkles. Yay! Does this make me look horny? I just gotta ask.
Gemma just died.
Yep.
Gemma.
Yep. Torn open. Absolutely. Yay!
Oh
That's right. She's about to pee herself. Yep. It's not hard for me to do this one.
my god.
And if I really get, if I get prissy with this one, it's just like this. It's like, seriously, guys, check me out and stuff. Wow. Whole thing with that. Good lord. Yeah. Oh yeah, they've got a bunch of these in here. I can get just really silly and ridiculous. She's gonna be peeing herself for a while. And for those who are the there we go. I'm just throwing the Cheetos now. Anybody for Flaming Hot? Yeah, that's me. Check it out. Who'd have thought? Doesn't even know what to do with herself. She's looking around so much. See what happens. You all came to a serious situation and topic, and here I'm making you guys piss yourself. You're laughing. Sorry. That's awesome.
We need to continue some private.
Yeah. Oh god,
we need to continue some private.
There were other ones I had in here that because I've been able to keep some of these on hand. Some of these are absolutely hilarious. There's the mushroom one. That's one of my favorite ones too. Can't find it. Where's the mushroom one? Oh, for the love of Pete, it's got to be in here. Oh fudge. Well, there's all. I have to say that I forgot the guy who was talking to that had this, but you know, it's just like, hey, I like
Kitty.
it. Like Kitty.
Kitty.
I can go cross-eyed too. Check me out. So I'm so cross-eyed I can count the chickens on the back porch. See, we got a bunch of these that are in here though. They have some really strange ones in here though that are just outlandishly wow out there, but yeah.
We need to continue some private.
No, I was like, what are you gonna do, you know? Oh god. That's really oddball ones in here though. Oh, this gasoline. That is hilarious, Todd. I love it. Yeah. And if Grace My God was around here, she'd be like, "Oh hey, so you're saying you have cat whiskers?" A whole bit with that too. Yeah, I've got a bunch of these. God, some of these are. There's some bizarre ones too. Hello. I'm glad to see you. Do you have donuts? I could eat them right now. Yes, it's oddball stuff. Do you like the Liverpool ones? Yeah, you can type in the name of something that you're looking for. And Amber likes these because she's a Liverpool fan. She really likes Liverpool. Yep. So she loves those. But let's see here. Oh, good lord. Let me see if we can find something here. Oh, good lord. I don't know if I can find anything. No. That's Here. Yeah, I can imagine, Todd. Yeah, no, it's just how it is. There's other ones that are in here. I'm trying to see if I can find ones that are specific, like let's see what we got here. Bear. Let's see what we got here.
Oh. Ah.
Oh dear Lord. No way. Check it out. What do you think? Yeah, I like it. I'm barely able to withstand myself. Truth or bear?
Oh, good God,
Yep.
Dad.
Yeah. I can take it instead of the pink glasses one. I can be all like this. So.
Oh, God.
Yes, you did. Oh, let's just go all out then. All right. So if that was the case, wait for you here. See if we got the other ones here. Oh dear God, I found one for Amber. Check it out. You like it? There's these.
Wow. Whoop.
Hi. Check it out, the sparkles. Woo!
Make
This
my.
one. Oh my Lord! Good Lord! That's wrong in so many ways. Down, Pegasus.
Oh my God, Dad.
I don't know what that is. Oh wow, for your phone. There you go, dear. If you had a phone. Different ones for phones. Tap ground to place. I don't know what that one was. There we go. Ride tribe. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of these that are pretty wild out there, but oh my. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty then. Making a complete jackass out of myself. Tap or use hotkey. Oh, look at that. I can change the colors. It's like a discotheque. Another one for Amber here. Yes. Good God. Don't give me directions. I have FJ. Guess what? Yeah, I'd say, Todd, that'd probably be a bad thing in this instance. No, I got a bunch of them in here. You can get crazy with it. You can have all kinds of fun with this and do all the silly stuff that you can possibly imagine.
Yeah.
But some of it's pretty far out there. There's some things that are just like color additives or changes like that. But you can get, really obnoxious and just be like, "Hi, I heard you needed your anal area probe." Bizarre crap like that. Yeah, they got some oddball ones in here. Yeah, grass. Oh my God, I don't even know what to think this is. I have a really big head. Check me out. Yeah, it just depends. So Snap Camera can do a lot of these things. It just depends upon what you're looking for and what you want to do. But the most popular ones, of course, are all the cute ones where I put on either the cute pink ears and glasses, or I go completely full out with the unicorn, since everybody seems to love that. Yay! Yay! All it is I keep my mouth open for a long period of time, so I'm like, ah. Yep, Snap Cam. Or Snap Camera. Snap Camera.
Yeah. We need to continue some private so you can make me laugh some more, because I'm literally losing my voice.
Yeah, Charlie, this is actually Snap Camera, which allows you to do this with any camera feed in either Zoom, StreamYard, Hangouts, OBS, doesn't matter. You have to load this first or switch it so that the cameras or whatever, you switch the camera to this being controlled by this, and then discontinue it being used on whatever you want. So on StreamYards, I have it so that it looks for specifically Snap Camera. You know what? Let me see if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this or not. We'll try. try and see if I can do this with another application here. All right, so we're gonna have this load up where it's gonna be crazy as to how it is. So screen 3 here. You'll see what I mean with this. Okay, so we have this. This is everything there. When I go to settings and you see this here, it's set specifically to snap camera. That's the one camera that's there. But in order to get it to work out, I'll show you over here on the other. So go to camera 2. So here's my snap camera settings. Let me close this up. Snap camera. I actually have it go into here, and I set it to my camera that I want it to be, which is camera 2. So that way that I can actually have it set up so that people can see me for when I do the silly stuff, like, again, doing the bear or the unicorn with this lovely eyeshadow. Yay! It's his own fault. Yes, you can. And on Zach, on a camera, it's called Snapchat. But on a PC, it's called Snap Camera. And I don't know if it, I think, let me look at that. Snap Camera. I don't know if it's for Mac too. Because I know a lot of people are actually asking about that. But Snapchat does actually set it up for, Snapchat set this up for Snap Camera for PCs. A lot of people were asking it. So let's see here. Let's take a look at the downloads. Yes, it will also work on Mac OS. So if anybody has a Macintosh, they can put it on there, or on Windows 7 or newer, which, of course, you figure that Windows 7 is going to be discontinued as of January of this next year. So as long as you have Windows 8 and higher, I think you'd be in pretty good shape. I'm just double checking here before I'm done with that. So yeah, you can put that on any of that. Yeah. It's Sean Rabbit. That's this one. Yes. My son was born in the sign of the rabbit. Yep, he was born in the year of the rabbit, if we do Chinese astrology. So. Yes. So yeah, you can do all of that. There's other ones you can do the nerdy thing. Hi. I have a pocket protector that has a pocket protector. I make sure I'm very protected. Yeah. So, yeah, and you can get into cute stuff, like, here's the fox. So his ears kind of wiggle. There's all kinds of stuff. Yeah, you just gotta find, I don't know how they list it. When you do the search for some of these lenses, because it's considered a lens that you're looking through, is what it is. I don't know if they actually have anything else. Let's see. Oh, excuse me. Snow fox. So you actually can get the nose and the glasses.
I need to talk to you after this stream, Dad, about something I just wrote down.
Alright, no worries. Fox makeup. Yeah, that's right. Look at me now. I have no life. I'm simple. So yeah, you can look up different things for the filters and everything like that. So I figure I'll probably do a tutorial on the whole thing so people can kind of see it. Because I did the one where you can get the camera to work, but I'll probably do a full tutorial on the actual software. So that way that people can kind of see it and use it. And then you can put it into your own streams. Or even if you're not doing your own stream, but you just jumped on somebody's panel and you want to be kind of silly about the point, you know, it's like, I have tacos on the brain, can you tell? Food is what it is. So, but other than that, that's pretty much it. Again, it's silly time, it's whatever. But you can get into it. And the girls can, you know, for the women that are out there, I'm going to say this right now, you're going to have a field day with this, because you can even get into the whole cutesy thing like this. See, it makes my eyes look prettier. I have better eyelashes and everything like that. They're kind of like almost anime color. But I've got hearts now. Check me out. I even got some color in my cheeks. Go figure. But yeah, if I wanted to even get into the dark side again, it's like, you know, you can do the silly stuff with that too. It's like, hi, can you tell I have a creepy pasta channel? Or if you wanted to even get into this. This one actually has it to where I can change the colors on this too. So I can do it like a discotheque. I'm going to talk about everything and nothing. That's right. Yeah. So you can do that. They have all the different ones. They do have other ones that are kind of a little bizarre in their own way. Because they do the background on top of this. So the horns kind of like bend and float, which makes me go, wow, am I now a Jell-O mold? Or you can do the whole thing like this. It gets really bizarre. So you can have some creepier stuff that's just kind of like, what the heck? Or even when you're doing this and all of a sudden you're like, raw! So, but I'll do a full tutorial on that one. Yes, I do make Amber laugh a lot. Yes. Especially when we start talking about her sex life.
Oh, good God, Dad. See? Oh, God. Oh, God.
What sex life? Under menopause, it's like she's joined a convent, because when they said none, they meant none. So, here's one of the other bizarre ones.
Boy.
What my wife really thinks of me. She does think I'm just a Cro-Magnon dragging my knuckles looking for a piece of booty.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Yep. I'm shameless.
Oh, boy.
It is what it is. So, but there are some pretty good ones in here. I think, what was it? Statue. Let's see. Statue. So if I wanted to sit there and do statues and make myself look, dear, it's the stone angels from Doctor Who. And I'm messing with her because she's like, stop it. Yeah, I'm not blinking. I have to do that to Lena later. But they do have other ones that are out there. Let me see what we have. An Oscar statue. I don't know if that's going to do anything or not. No, it's not going to do anything. I can sit there and talk like that. Well, that didn't work very well. Some of these are broken. It is what it is. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it just depends upon what you got going on. Again, you can be silly with this. Some of them include to where you have to have your pets with you. Like they have one that's it's like angry pet. And I guess it puts like angry eyebrows on your pet. And so you have to be holding your cat or something like that. I don't know if we could try that here. Hold on, let's see if I can get Chewy. Chewy! Chew. There he comes. Chewy! Chew. Here, Chewy. Come here. Let's do this experiment. Come here. Not you, Pen. Chewy. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. Here he is. So here he is. And now
kitty.
We do this. There he is. Yay.
Kitty.
Angry kitty. Yay. So adorable. So they affect your pets. So that it says now he's got that look of like, hey dude, what the hell? So yeah, you can have a whole field day with that. But yeah, it's just a thing that puts lenses on so that it reacts with your face, and it uses your camera first before it puts it to whatever you're wanting it to be captured by, and then stream. Or like if you're in Hangouts, or even if you're in Skype and you just want to talk to your friends, you can put this on and then have Skype point to Snap Camera, and Snap Camera's using your actual physical camera. So that's how that works. Okay, by the way, I don't know. You dumb, we should pay. I'm not sure. Maybe. Seems like I got myself a troll. Interesting. I'm actually entertained by this. You know, by the way, I'm actually kind of curious. Where is this going? Because actually, I find this fascinating. I'm not even upset. What's up? How's it going? What you doing? I'm sick of being socially engineered. It's not funny. Well, neither would I. But you know what? Here's the neat thing: is that are you hurting? Are you having a hard time here? Because it looks like you're really just hurting. If you're trolling because you need to, it is what it is. There's at least 12 dimensions. Are you into conspiracy theory? You're entertaining me. I'm not going to say you're not. I kind of find this bizarre. Let me ask, do you have your own tinfoil hat? Or, if not, are you concerned about the idea about how maybe you just haven't been picked up by the aliens yet? Just got to ask. Because this is kind of fun. I'm okay with this. This is like, hey, let's play. In fact, I think I could probably do this with you. Hold on. Let me do this here real quick. Hold on. And we're going to do this, and we're going to try da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Is this what you're looking for? Are you looking for something? When we look at all the things NASA puts out, it's all CGI. I know. Secretly, this is how I really look. How do you feel about this, by the way? How do you feel? Is this what you were looking for? Were you looking to troll here? Because I'm actually going to enjoy this. I'm actually going to say that right now, I care about you. How is your anus? Have you been probed today? Because if not, I have a special tool. Really, it is.
Oh my lord.
Seriously, by the way, it's no big deal, man. Just kick it. It's fine. It's not like it's a big deal. We're not going to worry about you. We're not. You can sit there and say whatever, and I'm going to love on you and basically make you laugh and make you feel better. You must be hurting inside is the reason why. Because honestly, anybody who trolls, that's all it is. You're just hurting. You're bored. You're hurting. You self-loathe. You hate yourself. Or you really just are so angry at the world, you just don't know what to do, and you basically got to troll. It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. I take it on the chin and just run with it. Nobody can say one thing or the other about this. Because I have no problem with trolls. I don't even get upset. In fact, actually, I'm kind of laughing. This has been funny. And we're waiting to see what happens. Yeah! Next up on Sean4Help, we're going to talk about By the Way. Is By the Way available to talk right now? If not, we're going to love on them for just the sake of who they are. By the way, I'm going to sit there and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to pray for you in the name of Jesus Christ tonight, just because the fact that I think you need those blessings. That's right, you need those blessings more than anybody else. And for right now, for a limited time offer. But wait, there's more. We're going to sit there and not only going to send prayers to you, we're going to actually sit there and put out positive affirmations. So that way we cover both bases of atheism and any kind of faith that you got out there. Namaste. We're going to throw on the Hindu side too. Check that out. Next thing you know, we're going to probably bathe you in curry. How's that going to work for you? Curry, the way that just makes it taste so good going down. Get behind me, Satan. Good Lord. If you start quoting scripture, I might be able to keep up with you, because at this point in time, I'm going to sit there and say that at this point in time, you're trying to talk about how Satan was tempting Christ in the garden and how that didn't work out. It just is. Yeah, a lot of trolls feel the world owes them something. But you know what it is? Again, Gail, it's that point of 2 Corinthians. Very well. Not bad. Not bad. We'll see how well you keep going here. Just remember that today was the sacrament. And I took mine, and I did take that time. So, by the way, if you're hurting, you have to talk, it's okay. It's all right. This is what this out. This is a channel to laugh and make you lift up and make you feel better. We're not going to sit there and, talk down to you at this point in time. If you're a troll, fine. You know what? Good for you. Because at least then if you find that you're hurting and you're having a hard time, you came to the right place. I'm going to love on you and make you feel a whole lot better. I'm looking. Can you open the window? Has videos of someone that's been banned on YouTube. Really? You've been banned on YouTube? Well, that sucks. Hillary Clinton is running a child sex ring out of a pizza parlor. You're talking about ping pong pizza. I'd say honestly, more than likely that Hillary Clinton's got her own issues. Most of them probably are medical ones, because God knows if she's even able to stand anymore. Who knows? That may be the case, but you know what? That's more power to you, the fact that you feel that. Again, this is how I deal with it. If anybody ever wondered if I handled, trolls badly or anything like that, no, I just have fun with the whole situation of the fact that if they feel that they're tormented or they're having a bad time with it, I just don't care. It's like getting called names or anything like that. I don't look at it as that I have to be beat up by anything like that. I just love on them and sit there and make them feel like they're either loved or they go away because they can't stand, because I'm going to heap coals up on their head by loving them for who they are, regardless of the fact. This is actually fun. I feel light and fluffy about this. This is okay. Oh, God, if I could... I can't have fun like this. It's criminal. Stop me. Oh, God. Arrest me. Punish me so. But look at it this way. By the way, if you're having a difficult time and you really just don't feel like you're being loved, you're my first real troll. Thank you. I've been looking forward to one. I haven't had one yet. And so that makes my day. That actually makes I'm smiling. I'm happy about this. This is great. I'm telling you, it's what's all the ancients said. And it's what they warned of. They're demons. Well, I mean, and if that's the case, I mean, more power to you at that point in time. I guess at that time I would also suggest that most of them probably switch to fiber. Maybe go to decaf. It might help, because if they're that uptight, it is what it is. Well, what bugs you, man? I mean, are you hurting to where you're actually looking at the stuff that it's attacking you and you feel like you're being beat up? I mean, are you really sad about this or frustrated? Are you afraid? Because really, that's not what we do here. We actually try to turn things into a positive situation, let you know that no matter what happens, if you're a Christian and you're actually following through Scripture, then you should understand that Christ has you. You don't have to let that go. You don't have to sit there and fall into that. You're probably in much better shape than anything else. Well, that's fine. I don't disagree with that at all. But are you hurting? I mean, you're not answering the question. I mean, my moderators are here. They know for a fact that if at any point in time, if they can't handle it and they want to get rid of you, they can. I won't. I'll invite you to stay. If it gets out of hand, and I mean, as long as you're not really just, outright to just be mean to the point that you're causing drama. But what I see here is that you're having some issues here. What's going on? Do you need assistance? Do you need medical help? Do you need psychiatric help? What's going on? Do you feel like you need to talk to somebody? You're talking to us now. We're listening to you. So what's going on? Oh, really? Wow. So you follow Alex Jones, huh? No, it's okay. I have no problem to come at it. I hit it face on. Satanists are taking over America. Bill Gates is eugenicist trying to wipe out minorities. Well, and I guess that would be the case. Well, I was going to say, if you want to talk about the HARP program, I wouldn't disagree with some of that because the way that Nikola Tesla had designed some things. So you're entertaining me at the fact that some of this I kind of agree with. Some of it I couldn't sit there and put my finger on because I don't go to it unless I actually have verifiable proof. But under scalar wave technology, under electronics, if you do the right kind of radio frequency, you can affect the weather. That's actually been proven. So I'm not going to disagree with that. And if you actually ask me on that last one there, by the way, I wouldn't disagree with that either. Millions of undocumented immigrants that illegally voted in the election. Are you trying to basically just spout arbitrary facts? The point here is that you also have to back them up with citation. That's another problem that you're going to probably run into here. Otherwise, you sound like a conspiracy theorist. I can agree with you on some of these because I've seen them firsthand. But when it comes down to actually going through with this, I need citation. So it is what it is. Yeah, I was going to say, that sounds like a great point there, Judy. Do you need to repent of something there, by the way? Because at this point in time, the first thing you should do in your prayers is be repenting. It's a very valid question. Do you feel like you need to repent? Well, citation is actually necessary if you present facts to show that you actually have credibility. Otherwise, the rest of us look at you with incredulity. And that's the difficult part. Sounds like you might be a bit of a zealot. A zealot usually screams so loudly because they're trying to shout out their doubts. You're not a fanatic. You sound like a zealot. What are you hurting with? This is where I actually know what to do with this one. What are you hurting with? You're okay, Gemma. You're okay. This is easy. I think this might be a thing that's just going, the earth is flat. It says so in the Bible and all the other things. Huh. Well, I would say that I kind of disagree with that fact. For right now, let's go ahead and do this. I think we're at a point here where it's causing some difficulties and stress on my people and members of my chat. So let's go ahead and do this. Guys, for now, let's go ahead and end this. Whoever wants to take it out, do it. There we go. We'll just leave it at that, because I have somebody in my channel right now that's feeling stressed out, and I'm going to stop that. This is what I said, that when it comes up, I will cut it. I wasn't even kidding. Well, Judy, actually, no. You and Gail were doing the right things and asking very good questions in a Christian manner. That was awesome. Breathe. Remember, I'm here. Remember, this is all going. I had fun with that troll. Again, I'll just put on the Huggy Bear. See, there you go. Now you're smiling again. You know your butt's going to tingle when you do this, right? And I have to go to the other one. There it is. See? Yeah. Yeah. And if I keep going, there it is. There's the sparkles. Yay! 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 I'm such a son. What? That's freaky. Yeah, I know. They're the oddball things. I mean, again, it's when I start putting on the rabbit ears, it's just like at that point in time. Today on Story Time, we're going to be discussing how the fluffy bunny went through the forest looking for a carrot. Yeah.
This is just a self-explanation in case people are getting freaked or they see that I might be a bit on edge. I'm currently kind of being overloaded, so my body is self-soothing to regulate. So if you see me going like this, it's not because I'm annoyed or whatever. It's because I'm right now my body is feeling under threat, and I don't know why.
Yep. A lot of it is that when she actually has these moments, this is what I was talking about before. If there's drama, we'll end it. And I had some fun with it to see if I could turn it around. Well, we couldn't. All right, no worries. Todd, it's okay. What this is that she knows what she's doing. She has a good practice with this. She's not incapable of getting through this. She just needs to be given the time and the space in her own way to do it so that she can come back. Then she'll be back to normal in her own way of what would be considered normal.
Mm-hmm.
And talking and having a great time and everything like that. Yep, see, you got some good situations for great hug emotions out there. TMI, TMI, TMI. She's doing good.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm good. My body is feeling slightly under stress right now. I don't get it.
It's okay. You're all right. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it. Breathe. Remember? Breathe. You got this. Just like we've talked about in the past. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Biggest thing is that you got to remember we just distract you from it, and your subconscious is trying to run amok. But you know what? You're right here with me. No big deal. Nice and easy.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay.
So I'll probably do a tutorial, as I said, for this, and we'll make it so that it can actually pop up. But yeah, we killed off that troll at that point in time. It's like, okay, so it wasn't able to be fixed. That's fine. No big deal. Moving on. So yeah. And I need to get this one off of here now. Because we weren't laughing and I forgot that was up there. Sorry. I'll do this one though. It is backwards, but yes, that is my actual accurate Twitter.
Yeah.
Get that out of there.
Yep, that is Sean's Twitter. If you want to get hold of him on Twitter, down there.
Also, again, for Friday night, we will be doing this, and that will be ruthless on no trolls will be allowed. It will be, but it will be merciless. I will let the moderators run free on cutting people off that troll.
Yep.
As soon as we identify it, boom.
Bye-bye.
I don't want to have anybody feel threatened or intimidated by that in any way, shape, or form. I don't, because under psychosis awareness, there are people with some serious issues that just need to have peace, awareness to what's going on. One of the best things about that, again, is that if I was to go to the Steam website, again, I'll show that real quick here. Let's go to Hellblade. Oh, if I can spell right. It was Hellblade. There we go. Now you guys can't hear the audio, thank God, but I'm going to still mute it. It's the third video in this stream of things here. So let's do this. I'll bring it back up real quick here. There we go. So this is where they're talking about the various words in the actual video from this. This is what they received at Ninja Theory, were people who were talking about the game. In fact, let me get rid of the banner. Yep, that's a big one right there.
Oh, that's exactly what I said to you earlier. Whoa, that's creepy.
Yep. This is again where
Whoa.
people who have these issues that this game shows very clearly. That's a good one right there. I've never seen a poem, book, song, or game that depicted mental health so well it fills me with warmth to know that I'm not alone. There's more to this, but if you wanted to check it out, here's the actual page for this that gets you the chance to take a look at it. So, but it's this video right here. This is the one that I'm talking about that can give you a clue. Yeah, you can watch the trailers here and here, but this one, that one right there is, that's the one that sold me on the game. Immediately. I usually when I buy a game or something like that, I want to watch what it is and see how it goes, because I'm very, very particular about what I do with my game purchases. I don't just like whatever. But this one right here, that was pretty deep. So that's just a thought for you. If you guys want to see more about it, you can. And you can get out there and take a look at it yourself and get that information is intensely impressive. I want to try and do the featurette. I don't know if I can, because I was trying to get it up there. The problem is it's part of the game. Making of Hellblade. I did it again. I have dyslexia, and unfortunately I do have words that kind of get mixed around a little bit. Well, this is like a 2-hour thing that they're talking about. This is longer than the featurette.
I was just about to go.
You gotta go?
No,
Right,
I was saying about the time limit for you. You were saying about not wanting over 2 hours. It's
Yep. Oh no, thank you very much. Yeah.
that's why I was just about to sort of do this to.
Yeah. No, I know other people were on here, and I just wanted to kind of extend it out and give people a chance to see more of this. But yeah, so that when it comes down to it again, so this next Friday, I'll be doing that. We'll go ahead and start it again, and mostly because there were some things that recently came up that I think that it was not discussed properly in its fullest context that needed to happen. It's not to say that it wasn't worth talking about. It's just that I need to make sure that we have everything out there for this. It's too serious to disregard. There are so many people that are hurting with this kind of stuff, and they're suffering in a way that I don't think I could comprehend. And if I can get the featurette to work, I will. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to sign off on this. I appreciate everybody here being here tonight. I kept it going a little bit longer because I wanted to show off the Snapchat and people were having a fun time. So I was like, okay, why not? Had other people jump in. But thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it dearly. We'll see what my doctor says and we'll go from there. And yeah, we'll get it figured out. But for right now, I'm going to start limiting down the drama. Hence where, again, we just had a perfectly good example of if we can't stop it and it keeps going, we got to go. No
Yep.
ifs or buts about it. I'll love all over you. But as soon as the drama won't quit, well, then I guess I got to get rid of you. Sorry. So, anyway, guys, you have a great evening. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate it. And we'll catch you next time here. I'll see about trying to do something again, possibly tomorrow night. I might do a tutorial for tomorrow night. We'll see what happens. Other than that, love you guys. Take care. Bye.
Okay.